Good day to you from wherever you're watching across the world. I welcome you to Seeking the Truth podcast. I'm Simon Oladapo, your host. And the first question is, why seeking the truth? I got a rude awakening some time ago in life. It's something that was seemingly insignificant, pricked something in me, and I just started reflecting for quite some time. And it led me to make a decision that I have to unbundle everything I've learned. It triggered me into a journey of unpacking everything that I've known because I came to the conclusion that if I do not do that, God may give me many years and may live to be very old and still die as a brainwashed idiot. That may sound funny, right? Let me tell you something. A few years ago, my child began schooling. He has been with me for more than 2 years of his life. The first day he went to school, he came back. He has not spent 2 weeks in school. When I told him this is how something should be done, and he told me flat, he said, "No, Daddy, you are wrong. That was not what my teacher told me." And that was the rude awakening I got. My child has spent almost 3 years of his life with me from birth. Now he has just started education, and in 2 weeks' time, he has started to question my sense of judgment because of what a teacher he has barely knew for 2 weeks told him in school. And I started asking questions, and it dawned on me that school is not just an avenue to acquire education. School is also where the brainwashing begins in life. I'll tell you why. Any deliberate information that anybody gives you in life is geared towards fulfilling an agenda. When someone tells you 1 plus 1 equals 2, there's an agenda behind it. When someone tells you 2 times 2 equals 4, there's an agenda behind it. How do I come to this conclusion? Some people just stood one day and they decided that 1 plus 1 will be 2. And because they threw the agenda out and the world came to accept it, if anybody rises up today and say 1 plus 1 is 3, you'll be looked at as a moron. You'll be looked at as someone that is not intelligent. Meanwhile, those who decided that 1 plus 1 is 2, they didn't bring it from heaven. They just decided it on their own. And it became a standard by which the entire humanity now measures knowledge. Some people sat down, they created what is called the alphabet, A, B, C, D to Z. And it became a standard by which the world judges brilliance and, to a large extent, intelligence. By the time they were deciding that A will be the first alphabet and Z will be the last alphabet, if they had decided that the first alphabet would be P And the last alphabet will be R. That's where we'll have it today. So that told me that school is not just an avenue to acquire education. It is also an avenue. It is the first contact with brainwashing. And I've come to this point where I have to question everything that I've been told. Because I realize that I may just live to be very old and die as an idiot if I don't question so many things that I know. And by the time I started questioning, I started discovering that everybody in life has been subjected to one form of brainwashing or the other. We are all products of one form of brainwashing or the other. And that is why I decided to start this podcast, Seeking the Truth. Its objective, its focus is to question everything. I'll give you an example. In the First World War, about 5 million people died, including black people, people taken from Africa by those who colonized them. They were taken to partake in a war that they did not initiate. They were taken and commissioned to fight and kill those who did not offend them. Black people were killed in the First World War. Today, the history of the First World War does not mention any black man. Yet, black people died in that war. In the Second World War, it is estimated that about 50 million people died. 50 million. And I have to question myself, if 50 million people died, how come the one that grabs attention, the one that is the central focus, is people who are killed, who are 6 million? So if you remove 6 million from 50 million, you still have 44 million. What happens to those 44 million? I don't know, human beings. Why must it be just 6 million people that will be the central attention of the people killed? That's another question. Another question. We're talking of 6 million Jews killed. But history recorded that the Bolsheviks, who were Jews, they killed over 15 million Christians. That's just a footnote in history. And the question now is, why is 6 million people Jews? Why is it more important than the 15 million Christians that the Jews murdered? Why is the 6 million Jews killed more important than the 44 million others who were killed in the Second World War? These are some of the issues that drove me to the conclusion that I have to question everything that I've known. I have to seek knowledge because I do not want to die as a moron. And that is the reason I'm starting this podcast, Seeking the Truth. It's for us to engage, to ask questions, to unbundle information, to seek out the truth, and to demystify myths. I urge you to come with me on this journey. It's going to be a great time. I'll meet you every Thursday on this podcast. Please feel free to drop your comments, feel free to share, and give me a thumbs up. I'll see you next Thursday. Thank you. Have a nice day.